We polyamorous.
Yes.
Have me, you, and Kelsey ever all of three of us engaged in sexual relations?
Yes.
Before we get into the video, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Raggedy Heart coffee mugs that I'm selling. Looking for ways to support the channel? Click like, click subscribe, click share, and leave a comment. If you want to do a little bit more than that, in the description of this video is a link to the coffee mug that you're seeing on the screen right now. It's my Raggedy Heart line. I hope that I can count on you to support the channel one way or the other. If you can't, I hope you at least enjoy the video. These two parents, these guys are complete train wrecks. It's awesome, and it fits right in line with this coffee mug because I think both parents have raggedy hearts. So buckle up. This video is crazy.
Pleadings, the plaintiff is seeking sole custody. She's also seeking spousal support. The case scheduling order lists custody, support, parenting time, and spousal support as issues in dispute in this particular matter. So those will be the matters that we're addressing today. I do note in reviewing the file in preparation for this proceeding, it's alleged at paragraph 6 of the answer that plaintiff is pregnant by someone other than the defendant, and appears that that is confirmed in paragraph 23 in this particular matter. I will note to plaintiff, Ms. Daniel, you have not filed a motion in this particular matter to determine that that particular child is a child born out of wedlock and not issue of this marriage. Likewise, Mr. Daniel, you did not file that. To have that issue addressed, you're going to need to file that particular motion, and the court will not, based upon your testimony, the court will not complete the proceeding until we've had a determination on that particular child. Do you understand? I'll ask Ms. Daniel, do you understand that?
I do, Honor, but I have to tell you, I had lost the baby. The baby had died, and I'm not pregnant no more.
Okay.
My baby's dead.
Okay. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm sorry to bring it up. I'm going based upon the pleadings that I have, not, I have no other information other than what was in the pleadings. What? Okay. Why don't we do this? I've been informed that the children are here. Why don't we take that time before we commence? We'll take a brief recess. That'll give me a chance to talk to the kids, give you a chance, Miss Daniel, to compose yourself, and then we will proceed as soon as I get done talking to them. Okay?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you.
We are back on the record.
Okay. Welcome back. I did have opportunity to speak to the children, and that was it's always enjoyable to speak to children, and sometimes they really provide the court with some sort of a comic relief too sometimes. So they were a little bit funny on some things, but that's great. Like to hear that. Well, as we proceed, what we're going to do is we'll give each of you an opportunity to make an opening statement, and the opening statement is what you intend to prove, what you would like the court to do, etc. Anything else you believe is relevant. And after you've both had an opportunity to make an opening statement, well, then at that point, plaintiff will present any witnesses she has at that particular point. And then after she's concluded, then Mr. Daniel, you would have an opportunity to present any witness testimony that you would like. And then at the conclusion of the case, we'll give you an opportunity to make closing statements as well. So as you can see, you'll have obviously an adequate opportunity to make, the court aware of anything you want me to be made aware of. I will tell you that when you are making opening statements, your opening statements are not evidence. Okay. The only evidence you can present is when you are testifying. So if there's something that you feel is important as far as evidence, wait until you're going to testify and are sworn in. And then at that particular point, you can tell me. So, Miss Daniel, I'll ask you, do you have an opening statement?
Yes, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I believe the kids should be with me because the dad runs around naked in front of the kids. He drinks too much. There are records. You can look them up for drinking and driving. He's been to jail multiple times. He's went to jail recently. Don't know what for. I have witnesses to prove that he's an alcoholic, and that's not safe for my kids to be around. My kid called me the other day, Ariana, on video. I was a witness to this, and it is true because I was on video with her. My 1-year-old almost drowned because my 5-year-old was in the tub.
Okay, hold on just a second. In this matter, there's things that are hearsay statements, and those are statements that are presented. They're out of court statements, which you're offering in court to prove the truth of the matter asserted. The court is not going to accept any hearsay unless there's a witness to that. So if you have a witness, that would be the time to present the witness testimony as to what happened in the particular case. But as you're going through your openings, don't tell me what somebody else has said or the children have said, because that is hearsay. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I feel like, I don't know, I could provide for them better.
Okay.
Don't cry.
He's not good with the kids. He won't allow me to have my kids when I want them because of my mom. That's why he's trying to take the kids from me. And I didn't know I had to present the proof 7 days before coming to court, but I do have the proof. He tried paying my sister Tira to come up here and testify against me and lie against me in court. I have the proof. She screenshotted. I have it with me, but you said I can't show you guys, but I do have the proof with me.
Okay. And just to address that, what happens in this particular matter is there are, like we had the case scheduling, or it required various things. And one of those things that the case scheduling order states is that you have to present that anything you're going to introduce as evidence no later than 7 days prior to the trial. You haven't done that. So the court's not going to accept any evidence that you might have that was not presented to the court in a timely fashion as required by the case scheduling order. And I would have told you at that time to pay attention to the case scheduling order, that there were time deadlines and all of those things. So unfortunately, you didn't take note of that or pay attention to that. So now, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to present that particular evidence. So, Miss Daniel, go ahead.
Okay. I've been working. That's another thing. I've been working a lot. I don't get out until like 6 o'clock at night. He drinks and drives with them kids in the car. Like I said, I can't really show proof, but I'm a witness. So he does. He drinks and drives with them kids in the car, and I know he still does it. When I was over there a couple months back. He allowed me in his house to stay with the kids. The kids had witnessed him and his girlfriend having sex. The kids will tell you, they won't lie. They'll tell you. All of them witnessed it, and the baby was in there sleeping, and she was almost on top of the baby. I had to go in there and grab my baby from the room because they were actually having sex on top of my son.
Anything else, ma'am?
And him being abusive towards me. He choked me up in front of my daughter, Ariana. The kids still talk about it to this day. They bring it up all the time. Remember when Daddy hit you and stuff like that? He was abusive towards me in front of them kids. And he used to carry a gun in the car. I don't know if he still does. and around the kids. He don't lock the guns up. Where my 1-year-old son had got to a bullet and almost put it in his mouth, and I had to grab it.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
Not as of right now.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Daniel, you have an opportunity to present an opening statement at this time, or you can reserve it and do it later before you start your proofs. It's up to you.
I'm fine with starting right now.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna completely reject everything that just was said. What I'm here for right now is I only want temporary sole custody because I've been raising our children by myself for the past 7 months. I attempted to get food stamps, but I can't get food stamps because she's still claiming the kids. Right now, there's a federal investigation because they want to know why she's getting the food stamps when the kids live with me, and so I have to show receipts. And so, with these in the last 7 months, I've only gotten like maybe like 400 or 500. Our children, Kyrie and Lorenzo, have severe food allergies, and so I've been paying everything out of pocket, and their food costs just for them two alone is well over like $300 just for them two because they can't have dairy, they can't have gluten, they cannot have anything containing nuts. As far as being arrested for drinking and driving, that is actually true because I blew a .09 and Kelsey was actually at the home. I had got off work and we got off work like we had a half day, and I came home. I spent time with my family at the time. We was drinking, we was having like a little fun time.
Sir, let me tell you, I don't want to interrupt you, but you can go into this on your testimony.
Okay.
You don't have to lay it all out right here, okay?
Okay. But no, I did blow a .09 once, and I did get arrested for OWVI, but no, I do not drink, and I do not drink and drive like that. So I'm rejecting that. I do not walk around my kids naked, and she made a statement about the kids catching me and my so-called girlfriend, because I do not have a girlfriend, having intercourse. The thing is, Kelsey was here because when she said she stayed, we're polyamorous. It was all three of us, and the kids walked in on all three of us. So I can't deny that the kids did unfortunately walk in on all three of us having intercourse. My main thing is only reason I'm looking for sole custody. I don't even want sole custody. I want like temporary sole custody. Simply for the fact is she keep texting saying she might be homeless because the guy she's with that got her pregnant might be putting her out. He might be seeing other people. She don't have a stable home. She don't have a driver's license. Right now, even now, she would, well, hopefully, be honest, they will pull the kids out of school because we both have right now we have equal rights, but her mother will pull the kids out of school to the point where I had to go to the school and have them take her name off because she would take the kids out of school and make them miss multiple days just so I couldn't get them. We had an incident with the officers. I went to pick up my daughter. Her mom slammed my daughter's head into the door, and then the school was like, "No, our kids miss multiple days from school because she don't have a way to get them there. She don't have reliable people to get them there." And so, only thing I'm looking for, to be honest, is temporary sole custody until she can get her own place, get her license. That way, we can both be the best parents we can for these kids. Because right now, I'm not gonna lie, it is kind of hard when I'm trying to tell, like, our children's birthday. I almost choked up. Our son's birthday. I told her she can have our son for his birthday. We'll do it the weekend. She couldn't do it because she had no way of doing it. Only thing I'm looking for is to really give our kids the best. I don't care about anything else. She's right here. I'm not gonna lie to nobody.
Can I object?
I want
No, you
our
can't object
kids.
to an opening statement, ma'am.
I just want the best for our kids. I don't want them growing up in ghettos. I don't want them. That's why I work. That's why I work the way I work. That's why I got this house. That's why I push and I push. I'm not trying. I don't care about the evil and drama. I just want the best for the kids. That's literally all. And she can tell you that. That's besides getting pregnant by another guy out of wedlock. She will always complain that I spent too much attention on the kids and not her. And I agree with that. But seeing as I was adopted, I went through foster care. I don't want the kids to grow up in environments like that. So I'm just gonna keep. That's that's it.
Okay. Well, let me tell you, sir, just to clarify a point, you said you're seeking temporary custody until some later point. What we're going to do in the trial, I'll be deciding custody. I'm not deciding temporary custody. We're deciding the issue of custody, okay?
Yes, sir. Can I ask a question? If that's
Sure.
okay, Your Honor.
Sure.
When I say I like temporary sole custody, I meant like I wanted to try to get sole custody right now, but we
Okay.
can go to court later and do joint custody.
That's fine. Just when you said temporary, that was confusing. I just wanted to make sure I'm making a decision on final custody, not on a temporary basis.
Okay.
Okay.
I just want to clarify that. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Excuse me, Honor. Can I speak again? Can I say
No,
something?
you'll have a chance. You'll have a chance to testify, and you'll have a chance to make a closing argument. But you made your opening. So at this point, this is where you can have your witnesses, if you have witnesses.
Yes, I do.
To testify. Okay. And who would you call as your first witness, ma'am?
Melissa Hooper. Tatro. Sorry, Tatro. Forgot she got married. Melissa Tatro, sir.
How do you spell that last name?
Tatro.
Okay.
That they need to join Zoom separate.
Yeah. Do you have them there? Okay. Do you have separate ways to join in this matter? Because it's going to be hard for us to have the plaintiff ask questions and you answer if we only have you on the screen. Do you have do you have the ability to do that?
Kelsey is checking for me on my phone.
We did when we sent the directions, there was a phone number. So there is a way you can join on your phone. She can be on screen and you can simply answer based upon your connection on your phone.
Do I have to download Zoom on my phone?
No. Let me send you.
Our staff is going to send you a phone number and you can call in on that number and then you'll be connected.
Just one moment, please. You're going to call the number I sent you in a Zoom chat message. When you call that number, you are then going to enter the Zoom ID for this courtroom. And I'm going to send you that too. That's the 712-729-714.
Your Honor, is it okay if I get that as well?
Yep. We'll send out those numbers to you as well,
yes.
so anybody can testify
Just a moment.
when it's ready. But obviously, the plaintiff will present all her witnesses first, then you'll have an opportunity after that.
Okay, thank you.
What's this? Oh, okay, hold on. I got it, Mom.
Welcome to Zoom. Your meeting ID followed by the pound. Zoom enters 1. This meeting ID does not exist. Please re-enter your meeting ID followed by pound. There are 3.
Okay, let me see. So is that the phone number 269-298-0901?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so hold on. We need to go to separate rooms.
Yeah. Ma'am, Ms. Paparel, you're going to have to move to a separate area of the house so we don't get feedback. You can't be in the same room because all we'll hear is echo.
I'll go outside, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Paparel, what we're going to do is we'll have to have you sworn in before you testify. So if you would, raise your right hand, we'll have you sworn, and then we'll proceed.
Okay.
Ma'am, do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay.
What was the name?
Paparel, P-A-P-R-O, Paparel. Ms. Daniel, you can go ahead and examine the witness.
Yes, sir. So basically, ain't it true that Edward drinks?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't hear that. Isn't it true what?
Isn't it true that Edward drinks a lot?
Yes, it is.
And isn't it true that Edward drinks and drives with those kids in the car still to this day?
Yes, it is.
And isn't it true that you know that he runs around naked with them kids?
Yes, it is.
Isn't it true that he's abusive?
Yes, it is.
And is it true that he left a bruise on Ariana?
Yes, he did.
Now, isn't it true that he leaves his guns unlocked with it loaded in front of them kids?
Yes, he does.
Now, isn't it true that he lets those kids without a seatbelt in that car and drives
Yes,
around
he
like
does.
that?
Yes, he does.
And isn't it true that the kids have witnessed him jerking off multiple times?
Yes, that is very true.
Okay. Let me ask, and just I'll have to ask, is Ms. Paparo, obviously, in that answer to that one, you say yes. Were you present when that happened?
I was not there, but
Okay.
the
Then,
kids have told me about it.
ma'am, if you are not present and do not observe it, you cannot testify to that, okay?
Okay.
Because that is hearsay, because you are not the person that witnessed the particular event. So what happens, as on a number of things that you've testified to, if you didn't observe, you can't testify to that.
Okay.
Okay. And ma'am, if you would, for purposes of asking, you're asking effectively leading questions, ask her questions that require her to answer as opposed to just yes or no.
Okay. I thought maybe being over the phone, her witness over the phone would work. I didn't know. I thought.
She's still a witness, so she still has to testify.
Okay, yeah, because she's witnessing most of this stuff. Sometimes we're over the phone, too, when she can hear stuff in the background.
And I used to live with them, and they used to live with us.
Okay, you can testify about the things that you observed.
Okay. So is it true that Edward had left Kyrie up by his arm and was abusing him when we were living
No,
with
no, no,
him?
no, 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 no. No, Baba.
Yes.
I think it's really all.
Anything else, ma'am?
No.
Okay. Mr. Daniel, you have an opportunity to now cross-examine the witness if you would like to. So do you have any cross-examination, anything you would like to ask the witness?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna do my best. Obviously, I'm not a lawyer. I apologize if I make any mistakes. Melissa, is it true that you called, I know, I'm trying to figure this out. Give me one. All right. Melissa, you called the cops on us when me and Kelsey first got together because,
No.
no, you called the cops on us because we was having a tickle fight and the cops came banging on the door because you thought I was assaulting her. Kelsey's right here and you're right there.
No.
Your Honor, am I allowed to ask Kelsey to verify that?
No, you can ask her
We're
when
under
she
oath, right?
when she testifies. You can ask her. Can't
All
ask
right.
her. We're dealing with just this witness at this time, and then we'll move on.
All right, but we are under oath, right?
Yes, she is under oath.
Okay, so she said no. Okay. Melissa, when back when when me and Kelsey first got together, we would play fight and wrestle. The cops were called, correct?
I believe so, yes.
Yes, because
I just said yes.
I know, but why would the cops call for us play fighting?
Because Kelsey told me that she called me and told me that you guys were fighting.
Okay, ma'am.
She didn't say yes.
Ma'am, I'm going to caution you again. Don't say what somebody else said, okay?
Okay.
You can say what you observed, or what, in this case, because you're asking, you can say what again, a party might have admitted to, but you just cannot offer self-serving testimony, okay?
Okay.
Go ahead, Mr.
All right.
Daniel.
Melissa, when we when we when we moved back here and we gave you that $1,600 because you said you'd be high on rent, you didn't pay for it. Why were the cops called? Hello?
I don't remember.
You don't remember. Okay, that's fine. When you told my kids that they're and I got upset and I came at you and your boyfriend for assaulting our children, which Kelsey is there. When your boyfriend, well, now I guess he's your husband, assaulted out both my sons, why were the cops called?
The cops were never called, and we never said that.
I actually got proof on that, but anyway, why were the cops called? Because remember, I had to stand outside and the cop came up. And then you actually did do a decent thing. He was like, well, no. He didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, you can ask the question, sir. Not testify at this time.
Okay. So you don't remember. Okay. I have one more really serious one. And I'll be done.
Okay, go ahead and ask.
Melissa, when you said y'all saying I walk around naked, when have I ever walked around naked in front of the children?
I saw you
You have never once saw me.
on video.
On video. Yeah, that's a lie. But I'm gonna try to be as simple as I can. When have I ever walked around naked in front of any child?
You got my answer.
I have not gotten your answer.
Ma'am, he was asking for a date, time, et cetera. He says, when did that happen?
I don't remember. I just seen it on video when Kelsey was talking to one of her kids.
So so you say you saw it on video, right?
Yes, I did.
All right. Where's that video?
It got erased off of her phone somehow.
Oh, convenient. Are you sure you're not talking about when you called and you wouldn't stop calling and you caught me and Kelsey in the act and I was trying to get up and run out the room?
No.
So it's not that. So when have I ever walked around naked in front of my children?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay.
I already gave you my
Y'all,
answer.
all right. So you say I have guns unlocked, right?
Yeah, you have done a lot.
I have no firearms.
Okay, sir, you're just asking a question. You're not testifying
Oh yeah,
yourself.
I'm sorry.
So you can't make statements. You can ask questions.
How many firearms do I own right now?
The last time I knew, you owned one.
When was that?
You had it in your car?
No, when? did I have a firearm? Like the last time you knew. When was the last time I owned a firearm?
When you came over here and you handed it to Kelsey.
Ma'am, Melissa, I'm just asking for a date.
I don't know when the date was.
All right, give me a rough estimate.
I
Me and
don't
Kel
know.
separated in November on Thanksgiving of last year. So anytime before that, you have a date?
Last summer.
Last summer. Okay, incorrect.
Okay,
But
so
okay.
just ask questions, don't make comments.
Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor. I will leave it at that right now, Your Honor.
Okay. Miss Daniel, do you have any additional questions of this witness?
Yes, I do. I remembered some, and she's a witness to it. Ain't it true that Edward denied Lorenzo? He does not want nothing. He said Lorenzo wasn't his, and he does not want nothing to do with him when he was born. You were in the hospital with us.
Yes, he did. He walked out of the room and said that he didn't want nothing to do with Lorenzo, and Lorenzo was not his child.
Didn't he say? And is it true that he said that he regrets Lorenzo? That he didn't. He thinks
Yes.
Lorenzo is somebody that I worked with at Denzo.
Yes, he did. He wouldn't buy him no diapers, no clothes, no nothing.
Can you give me a pen and can you give me a pen and pad? I want to write these down so I can. Thank you.
Anything
Oh wait,
else,
I didn't mean.
Miss Daniel?
Huh?
Any other questions?
No.
Okay. With that, Mr. Daniel, you have a chance to do any recross. Is there any questions you have as a result of the plaintiff's redirect?
Yes, sir, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna word this. Melissa, wasn't I the only one working?
You
I can't hear you.
half the time.
Ma'am, did you say half the time?
Yes, I did.
Okay, I did catch that.
Okay, so you're saying half the time, even though I worked 8 years at Denzel. Got you. So who was paying for his diapers, wipes, and all his other needs? Because Kelsey wasn't working, correct?
For the other kids, you were paying
No, no,
for
no,
it.
no, 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 no,
Yes,
no, no. I'm asking, was Kelsey working?
she was working. Yes.
No, she wasn't.
Okay, sir, you
Oh,
cannot
yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm
testify.
sorry. I'm sorry,
You
Your
can
Honor.
do that when you're testifying, but not when other witnesses are.
Yeah, I'm actually, I'm starting to get like, I'm really starting to get like how it goes. So, who was the one who majority worked in the home? Me or Kelsey?
You was until you got fired.
Okay, thank you. Um, so who paid majority of everything? Actually, who paid for everything?
Kelsey.
But she had no job.
She got food stamps.
Oh, okie doke. So she paid for everything with food stamps. Got you. Um, I don't know how that works, but okay. Your Honor, I'm not sure if I can ask this or not, but I forgot the first question. I didn't get a chance to write it down. That she asked her mom, but I know it was wrong. But can I ask if she can redo the first question?
No, you can't ask if she redo that, but best of the court's recollection, she said that it was concerns to Lorenzo when you had left the hospital, said that Lorenzo was not your child.
Okay, incorrect. All right.
Okay, sir, you
Oh,
can't
no, no, no,
comment
no.
on
I'm
what the
sorry. I'm sorry. No, no,
testimony
no,
is.
not you. I'm sorry, Your
So
Honor.
stop doing that, please. It's just interrupting the proceedings.
Okay. Is it true when I told Kelsey I wanted to wait till we got to her home before we had another child, 'cause I wanted to give a child a better house?
No.
That's not true? Okay. Can you tell me at what point did I walk out of the hospital when our youngest son was born?
When Lorenzo was born?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as she was she was about ready to give birth to Lorenzo, you walked out and said that he was not your son and you didn't claim him as your son.
And you do realize you're under oath, right?
Yeah, I am.
And know what? I don't know. I don't know how I can say that. I think I'm gonna be done.
Okay. Thank you.
That's exactly what you said.
Ma'am, there's no question for you.
Yeah.
Miss Daniel, well, I'll say, Miss Paparo, that concludes your testimony. So you're excused and you have a good day. Miss Daniel, your next witness.
Next, I got to get a hold of her. She's my grandma. Her name is Vivian Weingartner. I got to give her the same app, right?
If you want her to testify and she's not by Zoom, then yes.
Yes. Okay. Give me 1 second, and I will get her. Okay. I need Nina. We got to give her the number and stuff so she can testify.
Molly, go. Molly, out.
Get out, dog.
Hi, Mom.
Okay. Sorry, Your Honor. We're on the phone with her now. We're going to let her know.
Kelsey needs you as a witness. Now. Okay, there's a number Kelsey's going to give you. All right.
If I could text it to you, Nina, right now, okay? You got to call it and then put this other number in after you call this one number, okay? All right. I'll call you. All right. The number is 646 876 9923. Okay, and there's another number you gotta, after you call that number, you have to put this number in. You can connect. So 712 729 0704. Yep, and the second number is what you put in after you call the first number. You got to testify against Edward in court for the alcohol and stuff. He's on. I'm still on the phone with him, Nina, right now. So you got to call right now. We got to hurry up and get this quick. The judge has other things to got to do. All right, love you. Bye. I love my grandma.
Did I do it? Did I do it?
No, my finger.
Thank you.
Okay, Miss Daniel, please find a place and sit down. It's disruptive to be moving around.
Yep, I am. I had to go. She was in the bathroom, so that's where I was. That's why I'm coming back to sit down.
Mr. Daniel, I'll ask that you would find a place and sit too.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be rude, Your Honor, but like I can't hear anything. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
We can hear you fine, sir.
Okay.
Is this the number 269-845-5773?
Miss Daniel, who is the individual that you're calling as a witness?
Vivian Weingartner.
How do you spell the last name?
Weinegardner.
Okay. Ms. Weingartner, what we're going to do is have you sworn in. We'll take some testimony from you at that point. And so if you would, we're going to swear you in at this time.
Okay.
Okay.
Ma'am, do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead, Miss Daniel.
Okay. Nina, ain't it true that Edward drinks a lot and drinks and drives with them children in the car?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Ms. Weingartner, I'm just going to preface this at this time. So you can testify as to what you observed or what in this case, Mr. Daniel has stated to you. You cannot testify as to what you did not observe. Okay.
Right. I understand.
Okay.
Okay. Now, haven't you seen Edward drinking? Like when you come down to visit, haven't you seen him not put that bottle down? You could smell it on his breath. He'll leave to go to the store to grab it, but he'll be drinking while he leaves.
Oh yeah, he drank a lot. Yes. One time he came down to see me, Edward and the kids and Kelsey. And he was drinking on his way down here, and he drank on his way home.
Ma'am, how would you know he's drinking coming down there and on the way home? Did you observe that?
That's true.
Okay,
that's
please,
true. You got a good point.
Please don't testify as to what you do not observe.
Okay.
Go ahead, Miss Daniel.
No. When the last time you came down, didn't he have alcohol in his hand? He went to that store and grabbed that alcohol and he drank.
Yes. When he came home, he was drinking.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. When he had it already open.
Yeah. Well, he would sneak out into the kitchen and make like a dance out in the kitchen. Remember? And then he'd come back in, and you could go out in the kitchen and see it in the kitchen.
He would try hiding it, wouldn't he?
Yes.
We would find it. I mean, you would find it, and you'd be like, "What's this?" Because he was trying to hide it from you because he wanted you to think that he wasn't drinking, right?
Right.
And he leaves the open alcohol bottles everywhere.
Yeah, I seen quite a few open bottles that the kids would get when you lived in the apartment.
Yep, the kids would get a hold of them. So I think that's it for right now, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Daniel, do you have any questions of this witness?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
Miss Vivian,
Yes.
I'm gonna still be respectful. Is it true that I called you about Kelsey's PTSD when she was diagnosed from childhood trauma and abuse from her mother, Melissa?
He was not a, you talked to me about that, but now she wasn't abused as a child.
Is it true that CPS was called multiple times on her mother and Kelsey had to lie and because she was threatened?
By who? Honey, I don't know. I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. How
Honey, I
is it
don't.
true when I call you about Kelsey bipolar disorder when she would have her rage and I tried to call you and talk to you about it?
You called me a couple times about it, yes.
Okay. And so, is it true when Kelsey would like assault me or do anything, did I not call and tell you about those things?
Did you call? You're asking me if you called me to talk to me about it.
Yeah. I called and I talked to you about her assaulting me and all right, thank you. Is it true that whenever me and Kelsey get in an argument, I will try to call and reach out to you or her mother to try to get her calmed down?
Now that, honey, I don't. You know, we've talked about so many things. I don't remember you calling and talking to me about her
When me and
anger
Kelsey would get
issues.
in an argument, I just want to know if it's true or not. When Kelsey would have those things, like her little fits of rage, is it true that I will call you? I can even quote you. You'll be like, well, I have to go right now. Is that true?
Yes, because Edward, I did not want to talk to you when you were drinking, and I could always tell when you were drinking.
Okay, look. Next, is it true the reason why we was not allowed to sign another lease was because the neighbors was threatening and calling the officers and CPS because of the way Kelsey talked to the children?
I
You're
never
under
heard
oath.
of that, so
You're under oath.
I know I
Is
am.
it true? Have we or have we not had that conversation? Because I can't say that.
I've not. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. At that one apartment. Yes, we have. Yes.
Okay, Your Honor, that's all I have for right now.
Okay. Anything else, Miss Daniel, of this witness?
For the witness?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Thank you. Miss Weingartner, you're excused. Have a wonderful day.
Stop it.
Thank you, and you also.
Okay. Miss Daniel, next witness.
I don't have any more witnesses, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you wish to testify, Miss Daniel?
Yes.
Okay. We will have you sworn in then. If you would, raise your right hand.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go ahead, ma'am. What would you like to tell me?
About what he said, I am stable. I do have a stable house for me and my kids. I do have a job. No, I don't have my own car. I'm working on that. But my boyfriend, we have a car to get the kids back and forth to school, doctor's appointments, and stuff like that. Yes. And no, I do not talk badly to them kids. He's lying about that, and I'm telling you the truth. Him, yes, he does run around naked in front of them kids, which is the honest truth. I lived with this man for like years, so I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm not going to jail or getting in trouble for lying about anything. He chased my daughter around the house with a belt, Ariana, torturing her. I had a video in my phone, but it got deleted somehow. Ari calls me, tells me, like, video calls me and says things that I can't.
Okay, ma'am, you can't testify as to what the kids say.
Well, no, I know. But she tells me things that I can't do that. But what I seen myself is he is still drinking with them kids or whatever. His everybody in that house is not sober. I see it through the video. I'm video chatting with my kids. I can see it for myself. His girlfriend, well, weed is illegal. But she smokes it in front of kids. Her mom lives there, smokes in front of the kids. He's drinking. All the kids have to share a room. The boys are in the room with the girls. They gave the room, the third bedroom, to her mom. So all them kids should not be in the room together. It's a fire hazard. I seen Kyrie and her son humping. They're mimicking everything that's going on in that house. Which is not okay. And Edward used to choke me up in front of my kids. The kids still talk about it to this day, and I just tell them, it's not your concern. You're a child. Be a child. Don't worry about what you can't control. And they're traumatized from it. They're traumatized from the abuse I went through. He tried killing me in front of my kids. And he kicked me. He went to jail for kicking me in the stomach when I was pregnant with Kyrie. That is on record. I didn't press charges because I was afraid at the time because I was pregnant, getting ready to give birth. So that's the only reason why I never pressed charges on him, because I was going to, but I was just afraid. And my son, he went to the hospital back when I was in the hospital when I was losing the baby for a seizure due to a fever. His fever should have never got that high. I know because I was on the phone with my daughter. She called me and I was hearing him in the background crying and stuff like that. And I heard the doctors and stuff like that. I just don't think that he's really fit. And I want full custody of my kids. I really don't want to lose my babies. Those are my babies, my life, my everything. And that's all I got to say.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Daniel, do you have questions of this witness?
I actually do.
Okay, go ahead.
And this will be going towards Kelsey, correct?
Yes. Any questions of her?
Okay. You made a statement about me kicking you in the stomach. On a police report, isn't it true that I accidentally bumped into you when you was breaking stuff around the house?
No, that's not true.
Okay, so the police statement is wrong.
I never tried breaking
Kyrie
anything.
was born in 2018, correct?
Yes.
And we separated in 2022, correct?
Yes.
And you made a statement that you was too afraid to make what you say you was too afraid to press charges, correct?
Yes.
So that's 4 years. But did we not?
What?
I have a question. When you, is it true that you decided that we should move to Texas because you was tired of the abuse from your mom?
Not abuse from mom. I was tired of not having family. So yes, I did say that we should move to Texas because I wanted family.
But if
I
you
was
were
feeling
so
unloved
afraid, why
at the
would you
time.
want to move to a different state with a guy that was apparently abusing
Because if I was going to start over a whole new life, even if it was just by myself with my kids.
you? But we moved together, correct?
I moved by myself. You came after when you got out of jail.
You moved by yourself. Okay. But then we go to my family, my adopted family.
Yes, and I felt safer around them. Yes,
Yeah,
and I
you
felt
felt
safe. They weren't
you
going to let
felt safer.
nobody hurt
Okay,
me.
okay. That's all I needed. You felt safer with my adopted family than with your own
Not,
family.
I didn't say you. I said your family. I felt safe with them, not
Yeah,
you.
well, that's what I said.
Yeah,
You felt safer with my adopted family more than your abusive family.
they're not abusive. Do I
But
have marks on me?
well, I would like to ask a question.
What?
Isn't it true that you have PTSD from your childhood abuse from your parents?
What does PTSD have to do with anything?
Ma'am, he's asked the question. Answer it, please.
No.
I would like to ask another question. Is it true that your mother's boyfriend put hands on our children?
No. It's not true.
So
It's not.
you're saying it's not true? Okay. Is
No,
it
it's
true
not
that
true.
your parents call our kids niggers?
No, it's
That's not
not.
true. And so if I call Jamar with the texts and the calls, would you admitting to that? Would he say it's true or not?
No, he wouldn't say it's true.
He wouldn't say it's true.
No, he wouldn't.
So you're saying your parents have never said anything racial about me or our kids.
They never said the N word.
So your mother has never called me the
Towards
N
our
word.
kids. Well, called you, yes.
So she called me the N word. Is it true that they said they don't want our kids having those people hair? You're under oath.
Uh, I know what you're talking about. Yes. When
Is it
Toby,
true?
how it was, a fro.
Is it true that your mother told them they're more white than African American?
No. No. She said they have white in them. They're mixed, which is true. That's not, they're mixed.
And I said, Amara looks more white than she did.
I can't read that. All right. Is it true your mother took the kids out of school for days, which you told me, just so I couldn't pick them up?
No.
I have proof.
We took them out so I could spend time with them when they get out of school.
But is it true that she would take them out of school early so I couldn't spend time with them? Don't worry, I got the teachers and everything. Don't forget, we had the whole incident. It's all documented.
Not so you couldn't spend time with them, but so I can get them because you wasn't allowing me to have them. I had to go to the school. And if I couldn't do it, she had to go grab them for me. Because you would
But
not
is it
allow me
true
to.
though that? But it is true that
But not.
it is true that y'all pull them out of school.
We didn't pull them out early all the time, but.
Is it true that y'all pulled
Yes,
them out of
I
school?
just said yes. I just said yes, so I can have my babies, so I can spend time with my children.
How many times, like, on a range, how much school you think they missed because y'all pulled them out of school? Just a range.
Not much.
Excuse me, I didn't hear that, ma'am. How much?
I said not much.
Like days, like a
No.
week, 2 weeks.
No, that's a lie.
All together, not like in a straight, like all together. Like if you accumulate it all into one, how much time do you think they missed out of school? Because we do have school records.
I don't know.
All right, Kelsey, is it true that I've been taking care of the kids by myself for the past 8 months?
No, that's not true. I've been having them on and off. That's not true.
When
I've
was
been
the last
giving
time you
them.
had the kids?
I was in and out the hospital. I was at high risk pregnancy, so yes, we had to
When
have
was
the
the
kids.
last time you had the kids?
When's the last time I had the kids? Hold on, I'm asking mom because she might know. I don't remember.
Ma'am, hold on, ma'am. Nobody else can give you information. You're testifying.
Okay.
So I do not, hold on, stop talking. I don't want them giving you information. I don't want them testifying. They had a chance to testify previously. This is the time for you to testify.
Okay, I do remember. Sorry, sir. I just had Kyrie like 2 weekends ago before his birthday. His birthday is June 6th, so the weekend before his birthday, I had Kyrie. I have my kids on and off, so that's a lie.
All right. No, you had Kyrie. We have 4 children, but okay, it's not.
You got Lorenzo back.
Isn't it true that y'all had to your mother had the police drop off Kyrie because not you, your boyfriend, or your parents want to take care of him?
That's not true.
Are you sure about that? There's police reports. The police came to my
That's
door
not
knocking.
why he got dropped off. I had to go to